Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek on the Tube. Today we're going to be talking about Star Trek Discovery. We're going to go over all of the information that was released in 2016. We're going to talk about the actors they've announced, who's working on the show, when it's going to be released. I'm not going to do any theory crafting in this video. If you do want some, feel free to let me know, and I'll make a video talking about what Star Trek Discovery could be. So let's kick this off by talking about the numbers. Star Trek Discovery was first announced in November 2015. It had an original release date of January 2017, but that was pushed back to May 2017. People like Bryan Fuller said that it was pushed back because they had to work on the CG more, but it's also been said that January 2017 was too close to the July 2016 release date of Star Trek Beyond. All I can tell you is we are now in January 2017 and they haven't started filming yet. So maybe they just weren't ready. Filming is supposed to start by the end of this month though, as confirmed by actor Doug Jones.
Can you say when you start filming, or, you know?
We are in January now.
Yeah.
It's finally 2017, and later on this month.
Multiple seasons haven't yet been officially confirmed, but we can only expect more than one season to be released. The first season will consist of 13 episodes, and each episode doesn't have an imposed run time. They can go from 30 minutes to up to more than an hour long. Now you probably know all this already, but I'm still gonna say it. The pilot episode will air on CBS, and all subsequent episodes will be released on CBS All Access in the United States, Crave TV in Canada, and on Netflix in all of the other countries across the world. Each episode will have an estimated budget of $6 to $7 million. To give you an idea of what that represents, it's pretty much the same budget as the season 1 of Game of Thrones. The episodes will be filmed at Pinewood Studios in Toronto, which is a first. All the other Star Trek television series were filmed in the Paramount Studios at Los Angeles. So without going too far into theory crafting and talking about what the show could be, I can give you some random facts. A, there will be a gay character. B, there will be plenty of new aliens. C, there will be robots. It's also been officially confirmed that Star Trek Discovery will take place 10 years before the original series in the Star Trek Prime timeline. The only thing we really know about the story is one quote from Bryan Fuller. The first season revolves around an event in Star Trek history that has been talked about but has never been explored. Now apparently that event was talked about in the original series episode Balance of Terror. Alright, let's move on. Let's talk about the writers, the producers, everyone that's working on this television series. The first big name that you've probably been hearing a lot about recently is Bryan Fuller. He was supposed to be the showrunner, but stepped down recently because he's got a lot of other things going. He's apparently well known for his television series Pushing Daisies, but I've never heard of that. All I know is he wrote over 80 episodes of Star Trek, so he knows what he's talking about. Now this doesn't mean that Bryan Fuller isn't going to work on the show anymore. He's going to stay on as an executive producer with people like Alex Kurtzman, who co-wrote Star Trek 2009 and Star Trek Into Darkness, and is the director of the upcoming 2017 Mummy reboot. CBS has also enlisted people by the likes of Nicholas Meyer, the director and writer of Star Trek 2 and 6, Wrath of Khan and Undiscovered Country, and other people like Rod Roddenberry, Gene Roddenberry's son. But let's get into what really gets people hyped, the cast. In November 2016, CBS officially announced their first 3 cast members: Michelle Yeoh, Doug Jones, and Anthony Rapp. Michelle Yeoh will portray a Starfleet captain by the name of Captain Georgiou on the starship Shenzhou. In both Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Marco Polo, she portrays a strong, combative woman. And that's probably what they're looking for in Star Trek Discovery. They want a strong female leader on one of their starships. Doug Jones will portray a science officer known as Lieutenant Saru, and he will be the member of an alien race that we've never seen before. You may have seen him in Pan's Labyrinth. He plays with full facial makeup on, and that's probably why they chose him to play a new alien race. He was also Jake Simmons, aka Deathbolt, in the Arrowverse. Anthony Rapp will be another science officer. He will be Lieutenant Stamets, and he will be specialized in the study of space fungi. I've actually only seen Anthony Rapp in one movie, A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. He portrays one of his friends, and to be honest, his character isn't of much consequence. He is though a Broadway actor, and that's probably why he was chosen. A few weeks later, in December 2016, CBS announced another 3 actors, and this time all 3 were supposed to be Klingons. The first is Chris Obi. He will be T'Kuvma. You may have seen him in the recent remake of the TV miniseries Roots. The second is Shazad Latif. He will be portraying Cole. You've probably seen him in Penny Dreadful Season 3. He portrayed Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And apparently he was in the first episode of Black Mirror, though I can't remember him at all. The last of the three is Mary Cheffo. She will be Laurel. Now, I couldn't find any information on her. All I know is that she's 6 foot, or 182 centimeters tall, which would indeed make a pretty good Klingon. Interesting fact, these 3 Klingon characters have only been confirmed for the 1st and 13th episode of the 1st season, so we might not be seeing as many Klingons as people think. The final and most important cast announcement was also made in 2016. It's Sonequa Martin Green. She will be playing Lieutenant Commander Rainsford, aka Number 1, and she will be our lead character. You probably know her as Sasha from The Walking Dead, but she was also Tamara in Once Upon a Time Season 2 and 3. I'm gonna finish this off by giving you some bonus information that came out in January 2017. The composer for Star Trek Discovery's theme was confirmed. He goes by the name of Charles Henry Avalanche. Now, I don't know who he is, but all I can tell you is he's been working on some sort of independent sci-fi franchise that goes by the name of Starship. They have many movies like Starship Rising, Starship Apocalypse. They're probably not very good, but at least he knows how to make music for the sci-fi genre. As I was editing this video, more official information was released. CBS have announced another actor, James Frain. He's had many minor roles in a lot of movies and a lot of television series, but you might know him from The Tudors, or more recently, Gotham. The way he acts is very theatrical, and so he brings a certain presence along with him. And so that's probably why they chose him to play Spock's father, Sarek. There is also some bad news. CBS just confirmed that the show might be delayed yet again. This time they don't even have a date for us. It's still set for May, but we'll just have to see if that works out. Keep in mind, CBS is staying very positive about this. CBS All Access said in a statement, "This is an ambitious project. We will be flexible on a launch date if it's best for the show." Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Live long and prosper.